All right, hello. Finally, we are doing our November 2022 review. So, to start this review off, I remember when I first started, like going into this month, November 2022, I set high expectations. I really said I'm gonna crush it, right? I said we're gonna crush it. This is gonna stand out. Like out of all the reviews, this one's really gonna stand out. And we ended up kind of going what I considered was somewhat, in terms of the goals we set to achieve, is somewhat tame. Nothing too crazy. I didn't feel like I was asking too much. In fact, and I was kind of acting as if I was going to nail them all, and I was very likely going to do more than just that. So, um, it's a little bit interesting because near the end of November, we kind of had like a hiccup go on with like the car, and our sleep got out of control, and then we kind of got sick at some point. Although I feel like the sick came um, after this month ended, I believe. But it started strong. It felt pretty good. There were particularly productive moments, but we also kind of went down kind of near the end. So let's have a breakdown of it all, and then let's have a reflection, and then what we're gonna do for December 2022 of what's left of it, because we're already at December 12th right now. Okay, so sleeping on time consistently. This one gets a big fat X. X. We did not achieve to do this. Time management to have everything or most things done by the set time and be green recording video consistently. This also was an X. Both of these, there are number one and number two that we set, right? And we were not able to do these. Complete one long-term goal. Achieved. We uh, we basically repaired our car, and I know it kind of happened technically more afterwards, but also, and while it wasn't completely done, we did massive work in the clearing garage section, which I'm proud of and I think was adequate for the one long-term goal. In terms of five short-term goals, this is one that's a little bit, I'm just kind of going right now through what I had. I did the dry cleaners. That's one. I'm just looking through what I have here. Um, I did my backyard work. That's two. That one time that I spent quite a bit of time clearing the backyard in preparation for winter. I did my thumbnails. I did the 5 minute video where I kind of talk 5 minutes straight and I analyze my vocabulary. That was something that I also did. Four. And what else? Dentist. There we go. We went to, we set up our dentist appointment and everything. We got that. We ended up getting that done. And I think that's it. So that does end up totaling to five. These are legitimate ones too, in terms of like being, you know, short-term goals that I actually did establish and that I did check off the list, but that is five. I would have liked to have done more than that. I certainly did work on my car insurance. I certainly did do some work. Well, actually, I didn't really do any work with the changing tires, but I did kind of set up the car insurance and what's going on with the car. It's all setting up that way. But we're going to say achieved, and we're gonna go in terms satisfactorily. Satisfactorily. I know that's not a word, satisfactorily. I don't know, but you get the point. X. We're gonna put it big here. Failed quite substantially. And this one I'm gonna say failed moderately. Significant YouTube work can't stay the same. This is going to be mm, um, neutral, I'm going to say, because we did do the thumbnails, which I feel good about. But I'm gonna say okay. I'm actually gonna put no, I'm gonna say neutral, neutral, because of the thumbnails. Three one-off videos failed failed slightly, or not failed moderately. We did get one-off video, which was the importance of intentional breaks, but we said three, and at least three, right? The same with the five-term short-term goals and the three. We wanted to kind of how we do more. Perform well at work. Achieved significantly. I'm proud of the way that I have done work. I got a good bonus. I didn't mention that for the year, but I feel very good about everything even up until now. Keep up the twitch and try new things and innovative, reasonable. Achieved significantly. I believe this is where the anime started, and I'm very proud of this change that I've had and where everything's going, and my decision to change what's going on with the main game that I've been playing. By the end of the year, everything's going to be changing there. I'm still adding new sounds, still doing some stuff here and there. Obviously, I could do more, but I'm proud of what I ended up of how I'm consistent with it. Improve nutrition to at least mid-green. Failed moderately. This is the situation. So to be a little bit more kind of specific, if I may, so this is December. If I switch right now to November, will it allow me to do this? It's only showing me this. What if I close this? Oops. Sorry about that. Just quickly open November so that this is visible. Okay. So the start of November was this. As you can see, asleep, yellow, yellow fitness, family at light green, friends at yellow, romantic at a dark green. And as we progress, overall, um, family went up. Friends stayed. Romantic went down near the end of the month. Nutrition and fitness went back up. Um, Everything else stayed overall. I think oh yeah, YouTube improved. That's a big one. The YouTube improved. Friends stayed the same. Now let me just quickly show because I did extend it up until December 4th. So family ended up improving. Friends ended up going downgrading. Romantic ended up downgrading, but I don't feel too bad about that. Nutrition and fitness ended up slightly going back up. Sleep remained unchanged this entire time. These don't really count because they change in YouTube. So not the uh, not the biggest change, I guess you could say. Not the most substantial effect, if I'm quite honest. But in hindsight, You know, I do feel like the fact that I set a high bar in terms of saying I'm gonna crush November. I'm gonna really like do this month amazingly, and I'm putting it out there. I'm making a deal with you guys out there. I'm like, let's really crush this month wherever you're at. I think it had a negative effect. I think to some degree having some expectation or putting some sort of pressure is good, but I think this level of pressure was just not healthy because I did near the second half, I did kind of start to crash. I crashed my car. I got in a car crash. I talked to my therapist about that. My therapist was saying how they think that the the fact that I said I'm gonna crush November and the fact that I crashed my car, like those things kind of were related in a way, you know, the idea being I'm putting all this pressure on myself to perform well and to do all these things to meet these standards that I'm setting, and if I don't meet them then I feel terrible, and that idea of failing to do it just overwhelms me to the point that I'm not being productive. And I think that's a lesson. And I think that's where the one-off video about taking intentional breaks comes in to all of this. And you know, I've learned, and I mean, now I've learned something recently, more so in the December stage, saga, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, I think the phone time, that time where I'm just on YouTube on my phone for hours in my bed or whatnot, I think that is a significant factor. And that is one of the things I'm going to be tackling the most for sure. But yeah, you know, did I do as good as I wanted to? Definitely not. But I do feel like that expectation that I set upon myself was part of the reason that I was not able to do it. And that I need to be able to be okay with what I do and have a more healthy approach to what I'm setting. I need to not be like, oh my God, it's the end of the world if I don't achieve everything I wanted in my most efficient world or universe that day, that week, that month. You know, it's okay. And you know, I think one of the things I said to my in my intentional break video is listen to your body, listen to what your body needs. And I feel like I wasn't listening to my body. I wasn't giving my body the sleep it needed. I had so many uh, days where I just did not get enough sleep, and it was terrible. And it's still continuing, right? So I think that's my assessment of what happened in November. It was an okay month. It was an okay month, but I think it highlighted this problem with trying to set the bar so high to the point where, you know, because I also wanted to also I kept having it to the point where I was like, I gotta achieve everything in my day. And when I do that, I end up pushing my sleep time later and later. And then that I think ended up starting the snowball effect that just compounded and ended up really affecting the second half of the month, which is when we started going downward. So that's my assessment of November. But without further ado, let's begin December. December 2022 goals. So this is this month is with the holidays. I have about 11, 12 days of vacation that I'm really looking forward to. I'm gonna take it somewhat easy. I'm still gonna be working on things, and it'll be interesting to see if I end up getting more things done than in November when I plan on taking it easier. But let's begin with the first things first. I'm going to go with phone drastically improve phone discipline. I'm gonna put a subtext. Not touching phone in bed at night or in the morning. Uh, that's the biggest one, really. Very, or rather, we'll change it to very limited touching the phone in bed. Whatever, this sentence doesn't really make sense, but you get the point. So, drastically improve phone discipline. I believe this. Um, Significant improvement to sleep. Um, I'm not going to put a note right now about having everything done for my schedule before bed. I'm not going to put that this time. I'm going to just put these things for now. The other thing, bring nutrition to at least middle green. Callback from the one we had before. What else? Oh, by the way, let me just quickly. Um, oh yeah, I'm kind of putting a dash here, huh? Let me put a dash and then that's better. Okay. What else do we got? Um, what did I put one space between them all? Okay. Bring nutrition to at least a green. What else? All the things you got. Music. Oops. Music. Donate clothes. Gifts. Um, change tires. Okay, we'll do another one. Complete at least 5 short-term goals. I'll put again, complete at least one long-term goal. I think these are fine. I think these are kind of a standard that I could kind of work towards. What else? Anything? Oh yes, YouTube. Let's go again with the terms of YouTube work. Significant YouTube work, one-off videos, at least to one. Okay, I'll put it here. At least to one-off videos. Uh, work on banner. Okay. And for Twitch, is there anything? No, I'm happy. Uh, keep up the Twitch. So that's just in general, keep up the Twitch. Let me just have a quick look to see if there's anything else that comes to mind. I'm happy with work, nothing else. Yeah, I think these things really are enough, in my opinion. This is the focus. This is the focus that we have. Yeah. And we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We're not overwhelming ourselves. We're trying to keep it easy. Oh, how about this? Find true, no. Experience true leisure. True significant leisure. And this is for my vacation time. Sorry about that. My headset died. I kind of sensed it coming, actually. I think I looked towards how long I've been going for my headset just like 10 seconds before it ended up dying. That was pretty incredible. Um, but experience true significant leisure. This is focused on my vacation time, being able to really just give into it, not overwhelm myself, focus. And so right now we're really caring about our bodies. You know, these three things here, this is all about the body. This is all about the body. I guess I could put physical health to um, consistent exercising. Oh no. Well, um, I'm kind of right now. Every time this happens, I just look. Did I leak anything? No. These are my days. There's nothing. Great. Hooray! It's a surprise. It's just an instinct for me to save. But that's great. I didn't expose anything. Um, not that I'm not. I don't really have anything much to expose. I just don't want my name or something like personal to be, shown. But these are the goals, right? So why don't we do it right here? Right here. December, oh, there we go. December 2022 goals. Just like that. We've saved it. It's locked in. So our goal for this for this month, for the remainder of this month, is trying to keeping it standard. I hope my short-term goals weren't too overwhelming for me, but I think they're doable. And I think the real focus is on the body. The real focus is on the sleep, the eating, the exercise. We're trying to develop that healthy foundation to have a healthy mindset, which will help us with our energy levels and doing anything else that we might need to do. That's the focus of this month, as well as, of course, the leisure time during my vacation, during Christmas time and everything. Oh, actually, let me add another one. Improve friendships. I have one friendship in particular that I would like to work on. I definitely am putting that one there. And as well as some other friendships that I have that I'd like to, just, keep in touch. I'm busy now that I'm more busy with everything, with the YouTube, with streaming, with work. I don't have as much time. I still want my free time for myself as well. It's hard for me to fit time. This is one of the rare times in my life because I really wasn't this way for a long time. For a long time, I had an abundance of free time where that wasn't the case, where I didn't have like this excuse. But now I'm busy, and busy is good. Busy is good. So, with that said, I thank you all for watching. I hope you took some. I'm obviously this is more specific to me and my goals, but I hope that you can create your own version of your month that you would like, that you feel is appropriate for wherever you are now. And that, we work together with these goals, that we see them, that we I want to keep looking at these more often, because I feel good about what I wrote. But time and time again, it's we always go back to that. I forgot the term. Stasis, not state, homeostasis, right? Where the body naturally wants to go back to this default. And when your goals and your ambitions and things like this are kind of outside of that homeostasis, you kind of get back to whatever the flow is that you were doing before this, and you kind of forget about it. Let's try to remind ourselves of these goals. Because that's one of the most important things that this whole channel, this whole thing is about, right? We set the path, we walk the path. But to walk the path, you need to keep on looking at the path, right? We need to remind ourselves of these things. For instance, I have this sticky note here, phone discipline. I put it down right here because I'm oftentimes when I am at my computer here, I'll still like open my phone and pop open YouTube. These kind of things help me. See what can help you. But I'll leave it at that. Let's have a great month. Let's have a great attitude. It's December, Christmas time. Hope you're well. Hope you, if it makes sense in your world to be around loved ones and family and that kind of thing. Hope you're all going to be safe during this time, and work on yourself, help those around you however you can, and yeah, be safe and enjoy life. So have a good one, and I'll see you in the next month.